Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome, welcome. Muy buenas tardes a cada uno de ustedes. Good afternoon. Thank you so much for watching. I am so excited to spend this afternoon with all of you. We have an amazing group of people that are going to be joining me in just a couple minutes. But before anything else, thank you so much for watching. Make sure that you share this video. If you just tune in, just share the video, send it to a couple friends. I am really excited and really humble and honored to spend this afternoon with two amazing guests. So if you're watching, I want to give a shout out to Hi Cricket, how are you? Shout out to Josue. Shout out to everyone that is watching us this afternoon. Really excited, and let's get going. So my name is Sicarya. I am Miss Gay Copper City, America, but I am also the Arizona State Director with Poder Latinx. We are a Latinx, people of color community organization focus on building political power and focus on essentially mobilizing our communities so that we can create the change that we want. So that's a little bit about myself, and this is part of the Drag Voter Squad. If you are just tuning in, the Drag Voter Squad is a project by ArizonaDrag.com. So shout out to Edward and everyone from ArizonaDrag.com. And it's a project also by Poder Latinx. And this was a project that was born with the idea to engage everyone in the drag community here in Arizona, but also across the country, so that we can take action and that we can create opportunities so that we can plug in. I think we all know that 2020, it's gonna be a really important year for our community. So, it's really important that we start mobilizing and that we start taking action and that we are moving forward towards the right direction. So a lot of the work we're doing has been around Know Your Rights. We are releasing a couple photos in the next couple of weeks, videos, toolkits, and creating these spaces so that we can talk about the upcoming elections. But without further ado, I want to go ahead and introduce my two special guests for today. They are two people that I met at Miss Gay America last year in St. Louis, Missouri, when I had the opportunity to go. And since day one, we clicked in. I think our journeys as immigrants, our journeys also as coming to this country, united us. So I am really excited to welcome a friend of mine. She is amazing. He's gonna be on his boy persona today, Pattaya Hart, Miss Gay America 2020. And Miss Gay Texas America, Edna Anderson. Welcome for joining us, and thank you for being with us today.
Hello, everybody. Hi, thank you for having me. Hello, everybody.
Hi, Pattaya. Hi, Edna.
Hi, Sicarya. Oh, we're supposed to wear a mask. Oh.
I just put it on to remind everybody, don't forget, wear your mask.
Right. Yes.
Hello.
Safety first.
Thank you so much. Oh my God. So I know that for everyone that's watching, if you're asking, why are they not on drag? Well, the beauty about, being a female impersonator and being part of the America system, right, is that we can enjoy both of our personas. Sometimes, in my case for work, I show up with my boy persona, and sometimes, for this type of event, I show up in drag. So, that being authentic is the most important thing. So thank you so much, both of you, for watching us. I want to start with Pattaya, or if you both want to introduce yourself and, tell the audience a little bit about yourself.
Okay. So hi, everybody. One more time. My name is Pattaya Hart. My name is Pluto, like Pluto. You can call me Pluto. Yes. But yeah, I'm originally from Bangkok, Thailand, and I moved to New York City. I live in New York City, and I moved to New York City in 2009 to pursue dancing career. So I moved here to study, and then after a year, I was able to book jobs, and I've been dancing and performing ever since. And I've been doing drag for 8 years now. So yeah, so drag used to be just a hobby, and now it becomes part of my life as well. And then yeah, so that's about it. So I'm learning at the same time. I'm very whatchamacallit, conservative in my Asian culture, but I'm also embracing American culture at the same time. So that's my background.
Thank
so
you
far.
so much for Pattaya. well, we'll talk a little bit more down the road. But let's go ahead and introduce Edna. Edna, thank you for being here.
Thank you. Hola, hola a todos los que están aquí. My name is Aldair Rangel. I go by the professional name, as you guys know, of Edna Anderson. I'm 23 years of age and I live in Houston, Texas. I'm originally from Mexico. And I moved to this country 10 years ago. So coming to this country, learning a new language was something that I'm really proud to say. I started doing drag a little bit about this year. It's going to be 6 years that I do drag. I started when I was 17 years old. And this past year, 2019, was the first time that I've ever competed in a state pageant. I was blessed to be chosen as the new Miss Gay Texas America and now reigning for 2 years. And going to Miss Gay America was the first time also going to a national. So I believe for the three of us, it was the first time going to Miss Gay America, right?
Mm-hmm. So it's three of us were the first timer, and also three immigrants.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
That's I think that's how we bond really fast on the first day we met.
I know. And before we move on, okay, can you turn up probably your microphone? I think it's probably me that I'm having a hard time hearing you. But yes, when we went to Miss Gay America, I think we bonded really quickly. I'm a big fan of Miss Universe, and I remember when I met Pattaya, I said, "Oh my God!" Every time I go to Miss Universe, like I love the community from Thailand. They're really passionate. So we clicked in. For everyone that's watching, it was a really bonding experience. I think we also volunteered together at the events when we were in St. Louis with I think it was an Edna's group. So that's how we got a little bit more closer. And I'm also from before moving to Arizona, I used to live in Houston, so I'm really familiar with the community over there. So let's get started. For everyone watching, thank you so much, Oscar, Cherry, Michael, Dex.
Hi
Alexia.
Sherry, hi Dex, hi Michael.
Make sure that if you are watching, tip your ladies. The Venmo and Cash App is gonna be here, and let's get started. So I want to ask both of you, what has been your most embarrassing drag moment? Who wants to start?
Oh, me? Oh my God. So let's say this. I'm a dance teacher as in my boy job is a dance teacher. So I produce show, choreograph show all the time. So I'm kind of also like an anal in that perfectionist type. So the very first time I compete in a national stage, it was Miss Continental in 2017. I choreographed the whole number. It's called All That Jazz. So I did the whole the musical Chicago. So I did that. Halfway through, my wig flew off in the air. Yeah, and that was. But I, with my freaks out, I grabbed it and pulled it back on and finished the number. But yeah, and end up I actually won talent.
Oh wow!
With that, but yeah, so it might have been work in my favor that I was like, oh yeah, she's professional. She didn't miss the beat at all. But for me, I think that was like the most vulnerable place I ever been on stage. And I was like, oh, and when I think I was in my elements, but it's just like, and that hair, that wig I had on. I have been wearing that for like 300 times, performing this number 300 times, never come off.
It never come off. It was until that time.
Until that time, and all the pins, I grab it and I'm like, the pins are still there. So at that point, I was like, I can't see anything. I was like, what is going on? Everything is still at the same place, but I can feel like the whole thing off. If you guys go on YouTube and type my name and then All That Jazz, you'll see it. The whole I went.
Did it bring
like
your
that.
energy down? Did it bring your energy down when it fell off, or like after the talent?
No, because it was. I put it back on. It's within like one second. It's like this, pop back on, literally like that.
Oh my God!
But you can hear the whole theater went like that.
What was has been your most embarrassing drag moment? And then I'll go.
The most embarrassing thing that happened was that I believe I think I was at a bar pageant, like a bar pageant. So getting out, like getting into the pageant, I actually had since you guys know that we put tights on, a lot of tights. My dress got in caught on my tights. I had my dress like raised up, and nobody told me that I had my dress raised up. So I was walking around the club and saying hi to people and everything. Nobody told me that my dress was tucked in the back. So I believe that that's one of the most embarrassing things that happened to me. I was like showing everybody my pads. That was the most embarrassing thing that happened to me.
um, so my most embarrassing moment, I've had many, but I will choose one. I think was when I competed my first pageant was in Houston, Texas. It was at Viviana's, and I that was my first pageant. This is in 2017. I've had only been doing drag for 2 months, and then I stopped, and then I moved here, and then I stopped until I started doing it last year. But I had a penacho, like a backdrop, and then I don't know if you've seen Viviana's curtains. So I'm walking out, and then I cannot see that as I'm walking, I'm bringing the whole curtain stage with me. So I keep moving, I keep walking, I keep walking, I keep walking, I keep walking, and then I just see everybody's face like looking up. I'm like, what is going on? What is going on? And then like when I turn around, like all of the curtains are like all wrapped up in my penacho thing. It was like so embarrassing, and then like there was no way I could like got it out, so I had to like brought it down, and I almost bring the whole bar down. This happened at
Oh.
Viviana's Houston. It was really funny, but it was definitely really really embarrassing. Um, but that's what happened. So let's thank you for sharing and being vulnerable and sharing with the audience. A lot of the times when I think of Miss America, or I guess when people think of like title holders like Miss Texas and Pattaya, like oftentimes we forget, right, that we're humans, and that you're just like everyone else. So I want to get started a little bit about with 2020. I know it has been a really difficult year for everyone, especially the community around in the entertainment industry, right? With the bars closing, with everything happening. So both of you are obviously a national title holder and a state title holder. I want to hear from both of you, maybe from Pattaya first, and then Edna. How are you managing being a title holder during this time, having to navigate, taking care of yourself, your family, with everything that has been happening?
Okay, yeah. Thank you for the question. I'm contestant number 17. uh, anyway, so as soon as this is the year it was my reign, right? So we had the very first prelim was Miss Gay New York America, happened on March 10, on Tuesday, March 10. And then 4 days later, the entire country shut down. So March 14, that's when everything shut down. And I had like 20, I think 25 more, 26 more prelim lineup for the rest of the year. And then now that everything shut down, so we can't do anything. And also, so with the MGA board, with Miss Gay America board, with the owners and the board, they are very hands-on, and they are very understanding. So we got to work right away. We say like, okay, since this is not gonna work, so they decide to just postpone the pageant to next year, which is like, I feel I'm fine by me, because I'm like, you know what, I'm not losing anything, because it's just another year.
Right.
And I mean, like, everything stopped at March 14 for me. So until March 14, I'm good. I still have another year round to go around. And also, the thing is, like, all I have to do is just more like I just be very understanding, be in communication with all the board members and the owners, and also all the contestants as well. The contestant that's already planned to go compete at certain prelims, and also the promoters for each prelim as
Right.
well, because I have the whole year already mapped out with dates and venues for each prelims. And then so that has to all change. So we've been in contact, but at the moment, since we don't know what time when we're coming back, that's why with the national decision is that we should not start planning. Like we should not set the date until we actually know that we can come back
Right.
on and be safe about it. But there are also some exception in some other cities. Some town that are already open, somewhat open to like a very like more than 50% capacity. So some of them still want to keep going, continue their momentum because they like it's supposed to be going at this time, so they want to do it. And
Right.
all their local contestants are already ready. And I was like, I don't mind that. I mean, like as long as we are proceed with cautious.
Right. Thank you for
And
sharing that. I mean,
yeah.
I think the most important piece is for especially for everyone that's watching, right? If these are things that, as Miss Gay America, I'm assuming you're not prepared, and that is not in the handbook, right? What happens, if you're a title holder and there is a worldwide pandemic, right?
Hmm.
And how has it been for you as Miss Gay Texas?
It's been hard. Has been really hard, but I'm a really positive person, so I try to not see the negative of it. I believe that right now it's an important year to not only learn that we gotta be ready and we gotta be prepared, but it's also an opportunity to know that when you're a title holder, when you win a contest like the ones that we won, that doesn't mean that you don't struggle. We got to know that as a title holder, we also go through the same things. Like Papaya says, we work full time drag, and it was really hard for us to stop and say like, how are we gonna make our money? You know. But as talking about the Texas, we like the same thing. We were just waiting on the board's decision, the Gay America board, and till now the only thing that we can do is just taking care of the contestants. I've already had 5 prelims, so I have 10 girls that are already qualified for Miss Texas. So with them is just following up with them and just letting them know that we're here to keep on getting ready, keep on preparing. But as of right now, everything's gonna be till next year. And to me, as a title holder, also it gives me an opportunity to not only do what I'm supposed to do as a Texas, but do more. It's giving me the opportunity to get ready for the next year and to have everything like perfect as I want. Because I also one of the most important things to us, I believe, is the give up, and I want to have a really good give up. So it's giving me the opportunity to get ready and to just focus on on waiting until the world goes back into normal.
Thank you for sharing that. And so we call this event Ring with a Purpose because I think that a lot of the times we often forget that, you know, um, being a title holder, carrying whatever pageant system you're in, being just a drag entertainer, I guess, period, no matter, I guess, where you are, it carries, right, a lot of responsibilities. I mean, hearing Pattaya, hearing you, Edna, both, recently winning and having to, especially in bigger states like Texas, right, where you have like dozens of preliminaries, and then having to like have a whole year plan out. And this event is called Rain with a Purpose because I think I've always believed that everything we do from outside, inside of drag, outside of drag, I think it matters, and it's really important, and it's to really give a sense of purpose to everyone, right? That's around our communities. So
Hmm.
with 2020 being a really important year, Pattaya, a lot of the events that we're holding, like this one, is really about making sure that we educate the community, that we engage the community into voting, getting out to vote. But a lot of the times, people like myself, a lot of of our community members don't have the opportunity to go and vote, but we're still here, volunteering and spending time to make sure that we are taking actions in our communities. Welcome back, Edna.
I'm so sorry, my internet. I don't know what happened, but I
Pay your
got it back.
bills. Pay your bills.
Did you pay your internet bill?
No, I did. I surely did.
See, she's gone again.
So yeah, so make sure you're tipping her. Um, so yeah, so Bataya, how do you with 2020 being a really important year, right? There's elections, there's a lot of things happening. What message do you have for the community, especially for the drag community, to get involved, to participate,
Mhm.
to use this reign that we have for a purpose?
Yes. So I mean, first of all, we all should vote because we have been in this madness for the past 3 years, 4 years. So we know what threat that has come to our community, that our community, our gay community, our trans community, like all this, like our people of color has been faced with all this trouble and all this problems. So we know that this is the vote in November is going to change, that the outcome is going to change how the society is going to be for the next 4 years. So I think voting is very important for us all. So, and also, like, it's not just with us. We have a platform. It's not just you don't need to have a title.
Right.
You, if you're a drag performer, you have the mic. You have people attention, like people follow you on Instagram, on Facebook, on other Snapchat. I don't use that. I don't know how to use that. Twitter. Um, you have that platform, so we all should use our power any way we can to not just encourage people to vote and also educate people about, because sometimes it's not about it's I don't see the point of attacking people who has different views than us. It's not going anywhere. It's only creating like drama, creating fights and negativity. I feel like what we can do is just educate them, help them understand more of, like, of their choice, that there are also consequences. It might
Right.
not be the direct consequence to them, but everyone around them, they might not even know. Do you know what I mean? Like, I won't even know what your struggle is.
Right.
Like, if whatever I do, I don't know if it would affect you, but this is the platform that you have, that you can educate these people, to persuade them to maybe, hey, this is what caused all this, or that's, if you're doing this way, then we all would get along with all this, that we will have a better place, world will be a better place. I think, like, that the platform that what we should use to encourage people to vote, and also to help educate people. Don't block people who have the different views than you. Educate them.
Thank you for that. Edna, how about you?
Um, I believe that this, like we've been saying it, this year is one of the most important years for people to vote. Unfortunately, I unfortunately I'm not a United States citizen, so I cannot vote. But I always try to use my platform to always tell people, if you vote, whatever happens whatever happens in politics and everything, it does affect me or it benefits me. So if you vote, if you use your power, if you always use if you use that right that they give you to vote, I believe that it's not just helping out yourself, but it's helping out everybody. It's really important that we tell the people, because a lot of times people think that voting is just for people that are older and that young people don't vote, and that's not the case. This year we saw that the majority of the people that are voting, like here in the Texas, that where it's predominantly a Republican state, it's now the young people are the ones that are voting more. We have a lot of people in cities like Austin. We have a lot of people in cities like Houston and like Dallas, the biggest cities here in Texas, where we're seeing that more young people are voting. So that's really important to tell everybody. If you know somebody that can vote, if you know somebody that is already 18 years old, tell them that you need to go vote. It's really easy to go online and to register to vote. So the only thing that I can say is, me with my platform, is that you need to use your voice, and November is the most important time for you to use your voice. Sometimes hating on Facebook and sometimes just going off on topics about politics, that's not good to just to go off on Facebook. The thing that you have to do is register to vote and show your voice there, because it's really important, because it doesn't just affect or benefit you, it affects and benefits everybody in this country.
Agree. I can add a little bit. Sorry,
Yes, go
like
ahead.
some people say, some people complain that, oh my god, the line is long, you have to get in line and just to go in for like 5 seconds. But this is what I look at it this way: if you can get in line to go shopping, if you can wait in line to go grocery shopping, to get food for just what, a week or a day, I mean, you can do this, for get in line for this, because whatever, if it only takes you a minute to vote inside, it will affect you 4 years. So that's
Yeah.
it's worth more than just a grocery shopping, for sure.
Thank you so much, both of you. I think your message is really clear, and for everyone that is watching, um, I want to, give a shout out to all of those entertainers, both of you, for being a voice in our community. I hold a lot of respect for, for having to navigate in the middle of this pandemic. And I really appreciate, both of you are really special in my heart. I think that both of you, want to just close up this conversation. Miss America represents, this is, I think, what Miss America, and this is, I think, what America represents. Have people of color, people from other countries, different languages. And when I see you as Miss America, Pattaya, as being an immigrant, being from Thailand, when I see Edna, Miss Texas, one of the most, strongest preliminaries, in the country. Like when I see you leading and taking this, these roles of leadership in the community, the first thing that comes to my mind, it's really all the responsibility you have on top of you. So before we close out, I don't know if there's any questions from the audience, but I do want to give a shout out. If you are watching, make sure that, if you want to tip Miss America, if you want to tip Miss Texas, their information is going to be down below. Edna and Pattaya, do you want to add anything else before we close out? Any message, any upcoming shows, or any events for those of you that are watching?
um I just said, so since we are apart, just think of it as if we are apart, just to be, so we can be together soon. That way, and in October, comes October, it's gonna be an anniversary of when I got crowned. So I'm planning up something, some online shows for you guys. So hope you guys can stay tuned and watch it, and I'll be reaching out to each one of you guys as well, if everything goes smoothly. I just, it's still haven't been like figure it out. So, but yeah, but I have planned to have something going on for that week for sure.
Thank you. How about you, Edna?
All I want to say to everybody, I just first of all, I just want to thank you for allowing us to voice our opinions and all the beautiful talk that we had. Also to Pattaya, I miss you, sister, and
I
to
missed you
everybody,
too.
just remember this year, it's really important for you guys to voice your opinion. November comes November, please vote, 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 vote. And if you guys come here to Houston, Texas, you can find me at Hamburger Mary's Houston. Now we're getting back a little bit more back into the shows. I also work at JR, so if you guys ever want to visit Houston, just let me know, and I cannot wait to be back to the pageants and have a lot of fun. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Before we close out, I want to invite all of you that are watching. We are holding our Dragathon tomorrow here in Arizona. It's a digital volunteer event open to all drag entertainers. We're going to be calling voters from home. It's going to be from 5 p.m. to 8 p.m. The link is going to be below so that you can register. We need your time, maybe just 1 hour of your day, to call voters in Maricopa County. We're also going to be holding a town hall in 2 weeks on know your rights, especially as a member of the LGBTQ community, and understanding, the polls whenever sometimes you are a member of the community. So this is going to be in a couple of weeks, and we're getting really excited because we're really close to launch our official photography campaign in the next couple of weeks. So stay tuned. I'm seeing here that we should have more conversations of these ones. It says we should have a part 2. Edna and Pattaya, you both are welcome to this space so that we can continue to elevate your message. Thank you so much. I appreciate everything you do, and please take care of yourself, and wish you the best, and make sure everyone that's watching, make sure you vote.
Thank you for having me. Don't forget to vote, you guys. Thank you for watching.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Besos. Ciao, Edna. Bye. Mwah. Thank you so much, everyone. See you next time. Stay tuned for more Rain with a Purpose events that we're going to be holding here in ArizonaDrag.com. See you next time.
Hi, I'm Emperor 15 of the Imperial Court of Arizona, Carrington Hall Dubois, and I'm a member of the Drag Voter Squad. Grab your pen and mark your calendars.
October 5th is voter registration deadline.
October 7th, first day for counties to mail ballots to voters, and first day for in-person early voting.
October 23rd, last day to request a ballot by mail or sign up for PEBble.
October 27th is a recommended deadline to mail back your ballots, but do it as soon as possible. Don't wait until the last minute. November 3rd is election day. All ballots must be received by 7 p.m. Don't miss on the opportunity to make history this year. Visit Arizona.vote and text PODER AZ to 52886 for more information.